subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit the thumb.
Accidentally sharing the genders of the embryos.
Okay, turn that off.
Good morning, welcome back. It's already been a very busy morning around here. It's really, really gorgeous outside. It's gonna be 70 degrees today. We better go get her. Let's go. So it's super gorgeous out, and it's just funny how long it takes everybody to get ready to go outside. The twins are, and I'm very thankful for the fact that they're super independent. They're able to completely dress themselves, but that means I can't help them. So, and especially on a morning like this where it's not like we have to get outside right now, it's just that I want to. If we have to like leave the house and be on time somewhere, then I'm obviously gonna make them let me help them. But this morning anyway, that's a long way of saying it's 10:25 and we're just now getting outside. So it took us 2 hours to get breakfast, clothes on, get outside, potty, all that stuff. So anyway, it has been a busy morning already because we talked to our realtor and she has been trying to get a hold of, let me back up a little bit. We're looking at a couple of lots together, 3 lots at the back of our cul-de-sac. And the 2 on either end only have like back taxes owed. So we could have the lots and own them. All we have to do is go to the courthouse and pay the back taxes on them. But the one in the middle, somebody owns and they're current on their taxes. And of course that's like the most important one, because if we want all 3 of them together, we obviously need the middle one. Otherwise we could just do 2 on one end or 2 on the other. But so basically, we can't get a hold of the person, our agent can't get a hold of the person that owns the lot in the middle. And it's not that big of a deal. Like, we could go with just the 1 lot on one side. However, it would just be nice to have both of them, because then we can place our house on the middle of the 2 if we merge the lots, which is a pretty easy process. And then just our view of the lake would be a little bit better. We would ensure that we wouldn't have a neighbor right next to us. We wouldn't have to worry about the setbacks of the sides of the lot restricting how wide our house is, I guess. So by having a 3-car garage, we would be sort of limited on certain floor plans if we only had 1 lot. So not that big of a deal. It just would be really nice to have a couple of lots together. Unfortunately, the lot on the other side is one of the 2 that we know the person that owns them, and we have their contact info, and we've talked to them a few times. However, he's just not real interested in selling, because he just doesn't need to. He's a very wealthy man and like doesn't need the money. He wants these lots as like an insurance policy, basically. If he lives in California and he wants them as a place to build in case their whole family has to move to the lake for some reason. So he's just not real interested in selling, and he's told us that a few times. So that's kind of the update on the lots. And there's sort of a time crunch because we're meeting with our architect this week, and to really get down to the nitty-gritty on the house that we're building, and we're going to customize our floor plan with him, we need to know what lot we're building on, because that dictates the type of house that you have in terms of whether you have a basement or a walkout basement, or just, I mean, a couple of different aspects of the house design depend on the lot. So there's a little bit of a rush, but all in all, we're overall not in a big rush. So it's like the things that make us feel rushed are things that we can control. We can change if we need to. So I'm not stressed about it whatsoever. It's just like, it'd be kind of nice to have these answers is all. We are running to Target because that's the only place I can find the milk that I have the kids drinking. Hi. They're drinking like a cashew almond milk that has extra pea protein added to it. Because we don't do dairy, and so I can only find it at Target, and we're out. And so it's really convenient though to do the Target pickup where they just bring it out to your car.
Look in your mirror.
And it wouldn't be a Target run if I didn't drag you into it. And she asked if we're going in because she's still in her workout clothes. It's like if you're going into Walmart, you don't have to worry about it, but if you're going into Target, you kind of have to dress up a little bit.
Okay, turn that off.
Poor Lyndle. Check this out. That was, probably should give like a, if you're squeamish about blood, don't look warning. Then we have some other stuff here too. But this was a double fall while she was running pretty fast. I think her shoes were just, she's wearing a pair of shoes she's not used to, and it just, she's a toddler. I forgot how much toddlers fall. Berend Lyndle started walking earlier than Eloise, so they were running by the time they were Eloise's age, and I've forgotten how much they fall. They would fall constantly, and it was summer, so they were in shorts, and they would just, both of their knees were skinned the entire summer that they were 1.5 or whatever. Yeah, about 1.5. That whole summer their skins were kneed. So anyway, Lyndle fell twice this morning with her leggings on, and I don't know how they didn't rip, but obviously her knee is skinned and was skinned underneath the pants, and we have blood. So I think I know, or I was thinking that cold water is what you're supposed to rinse it with. It's pretty dry, so I'm just gonna hit it with some Shout. But let me know. I'm terrible with stains, and I'm sure this is something I could just Google, but I feel like experience is always better. Let me know what you guys use for blood. Hopefully, because I'm treating it early enough and I'm just gonna let this soak with some Shout on it, it'll be fine. But yeah. I just switched to warm mode on this camera. I wonder if you can tell. So on a completely unrelated note, a while back we announced that we have 2 embryos that are frozen that we now know are viable. We had them genetic tested and they're chromosomally normal. That was sort of the tipping point on when we decided we're definitely going to transfer those embryos into my uterus and hope for the best and hopefully grow our family. That's if you're new here, that's just a quick recap. We also said in that video that we weren't going to be announcing the genders, and we kind of on the fly came up with the fact that if we do reach 100,000 subscribers miraculously before they're born, then we would maybe announce the genders, or we would. Hey baby girl. So, wow, you have stickers and paper. That was an idea I got from my friend Lex, who had some exciting news, and she kind of did the same thing where she said, once we reach 100,000 subscribers, we'll share it. So we're not like dead set on that. I don't know what's gonna happen, honestly. But it's really funny because we film, The Kids Are in Bed is a channel that Brad and I have that's just us sitting down talking. Sometimes we review baby products or toys or parenting things. We also talk about relationships and marriage and life in general and building and all kinds of like deeper dives into our lives and our experiences, I guess, in the hopes that we can help other people or just, I don't know, bring some joy to some people, hopefully. So anyway, on that channel, we did a video where we talked about some future plans with our home building process, and something was said in that video that so many people have interpreted as us accidentally sharing the genders of the embryos. And that's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna link that video for you below, and you can kind of decide what you wanna interpret from that. So I guess you could say some people feel like we have let the cat out of the bag with what we said.
I just got home from work, and evidently the architect that we're using to design our house called and said, hey, come on over.
Yeah, I could meet you there in 20 minutes.
Like, well, we have 3 children, so.
Yeah, I said, do you make house calls?
Yeah, what did he say to that?
Well, actually, he said he might be able to tomorrow afternoon, but I'm gonna be at work, so.
Right. That's
not gonna be helpful.
So luckily, Dennis and Barb Rachel's parents will just come up. The twins are at Lala's, and
they just got done golfing, so it works perfectly.
And Eloise is here.
They just got done golfing, and they're gonna be coming right by here, and they'll just stop by and hang out for an hour or so. It's great being close to family.
And then we can just pick up dinner. It'll work perfect.
It will.
I'm excited to meet with the architect.
Me too.
On the drive over there, we'll have to talk about
Our must-haves.
Yeah, what we're gonna do.
What the heck we want. Just got done meeting with our architect.
I'm running a yellow light.
Yellow means speed up. Don't listen to that, kids.
Yeah, no
If
kidding.
you're a new driver, slow down if it's yellow.
Yeah.
If it's yellow, let it mellow. If it's brown, leave it around.
That's our new motto.
Hashtag save water.
Anyway,
So
moving on.
yeah, just met with our architect. That guy's funny.
He is hilarious.
We love him. And our builders also, like, we really enjoy working with him. And I'm glad.
You call him a hoot?
I call him a hoot. They're both a hoot. I like Doug even more now that I hear his story on Doug.
Right.
Like his take on, Doug's always pretty professional with us, but he does have a humorous side, it sounds like.
Exactly.
So he was really, he was like, we want this process to be fun. Like, don't worry if you change your mind a bunch of times because we're not going to nail it the first time. Since it's our first time doing this, he was like, you're going to change your mind. You're going to see something drawn up and hate it, and that's okay. So I really liked that.
Yeah, I think that's perfect. That's exactly what we needed to hear.
Takes the pressure off because I don't know exactly what I want. I mean, I literally just took a quiz last night trying to figure out what my style is. I also don't know, so I really love the style of like the exterior of homes from like Cape Cod area with shingles on the sides and stone and like a mixture of textures and elements and colors and all that. But then the inside I want it to be kind of like a modern farmhouse. I don't know if you can do that. Can you do two different themes?
I don't think the outside of the house has anything to do with the inside of the house.
My parents does.
Right, but you don't have to.
Okay.
Why would you have to?
I don't know. That's my question.
How do you bring Cape Cod style inside?
It would be like coastal and airy and I mean, I guess you can tie those two together. I don't know.
Totally.
Let us know if you have an opinion on that. But I guess whatever we love is what we should go with because this isn't, we're not building this house with the idea of selling it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like we don't, I don't want to say we don't care about resale, but that's not
a priority.
No, we're going to be here for at least a decade and we want it to serve us well for that time. So it's really fun so far. We're just joking about we're talking about how fun it is and how excited we are, and it's day one.
Yeah.
I'm sure there will be times that are interesting.
We'll see.
We'll see.
We shall see.
Stay tuned. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already.
Smash
Hit the smash the thumbs up button.